Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. Now, today we should pick the fruits of our labor and start activating this to get ourselves some diamond in a hopeful attempt to get into space once again. Now, we have a small issue that I only remembered the second I decided to turn this on, which is I cannot fire all of these at the same time, because that is going to be bad. All the red bolts will collide with each other and just turn into a big pool of nuclear waste, wasting a bunch of resources. Or in this case, a bunch of red bolts, and we don't want to do that. Also, I built this wrong. I built the wrong thingies. I want to build these thingies. Let me just put them in place. Come on, game. There we go. Now, how am I gonna do this? My idea here is to deactivate. I'm going to lose a couple of red bolts, but that's okay. I will disable, or at least attempt to disable all of them except one, and then I'm going to fire them one at a time. And hopefully that will stagger the red bolts. It's going to be a tad bit intensive on the good old micro. I will have to stick my screen in here, but I think it's worth it. After we stagger them a little bit, it should be okay to leave them on, as they will be in different stages of absorbing the red bolts, and therefore they should never fire at the same time. And even if they do, it will only be like two will fire at the same time, which will result in a minor loss of red bolts. Nothing too major, it's just that firing them all at the same time, the first time, seems to me like a very bad idea. Oh yeah, now it is working. Take a look, thermal sensor. I'm going to flip it off so it activates, and now we have a red signal in our warning, in our control station. Nice. I know it's like the most ridiculous thing that I just built in here, this tiny little control station, but it makes me feel comfortable knowing that I'll be able to be away from my base, and if there is anything wrong, the game will let me know. It's just a shame, this thing, this rail being on top of it, but oh well. Alright, so... oh no, what is this? Naphtha? What melted that was made of plastic? Something made of plastic just melted. What? Something broke. You will have to give me a moment, guys. I have to analyze this now. So, I have absolutely no clue how this got in here. I'm going to attempt to clean it, so it doesn't interfere with our reactor in here, because this is not good. I really have no idea how that naphtha got in there. It was something that melted, ended up in here, and it was vacuumed over there. It's the only explanation. But in any case, you have to forgive me for my alerts, but this is something that requires some speed, so let's get this done. First one. Then we just activate them one at a time. So, apparently I did not learn my lesson the first time. I made a thermo aqua tuner made of gold amalgam. I have several problems to resolve, and this was not one that I wanted to deal with. But I will have to go and deal with that relatively soon. This steam chamber has a lot of steam in it. This one can get by with just 20 kilos, but that steam explosion is going to pretty much make the pressure rise, and we are going to need to vent some steam out. That's not really ideal, now is it? I hate when I do these kinds of things. Like, I made sure that the materials for every single thing in here was made out of the correct thing, but no, the aqua tuner, I did not. Okay. Well, I have to continue doing this. This part is more important. Once I am done with this, I will focus on the aqua tuner. Okay, so I'm just going to activate them all now because some of them have lost so many red bolts. It's not even necessary to have them turned off anymore. They will not fire. Some others will, some won't. What it matters is that now they are all staggered and should never come at the same time. Now I can focus on this. Alright, let's get ready to replace the aqua tuners. Come on. Oh, I just remembered. What if we have a super coolant inside of that? Hopefully it will not spill all over the place. Uh, let's go. Now the pressure is starting to increase in here. Hopefully we will not lose that much. And we'll be able to seal this off before we lose all of the steam that we have in there. I am going to be honest, the dupes are doing everything in their power to make this as slow as fucking possible. Like, they have been delivering the resources like 5 kilos at a time. And instead of building them... You know what, I'm not even going to build that. Let's queue this up already so the dupes can start bringing the stuff. And we'll just move them out of the way. If they decide to build that before the aqua tuner is ready. Put that on yellow alert and hopefully this will be done soon. I'm sorry, Marie, could you please be any slower? Like, you're taking so long to build that. No nails. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, perfect. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Perfect. Here we go. Jesus. That took you long enough. Game? Game? Okay. Jesus. For a moment, I thought we were screwed, but no. Problem averted. Let's just clean up after ourselves, and it should be, okay now. Okay, so we have at least one rocket ready to go. It is time for us to start resuming our space missions. Let's go into the interior, see if everything is cool with this one. Everything seems to be okay, so let's call the crew in. Let's see who is going to be the crew for this one. All the pilots are back home, so it should be fine. Ellie, you are the lucky one. So please, get in here. We have missions to do now. Alright, so we are going to send this rocket into the Glidden asteroid field. The other asteroid field has not yet recharged, so destination set. Begin launch sequence. Whenever you are ready, we are ready. And it has been a long time since we launched a rocket from the Starport, but now with diamond production we should be okay to send more rockets and melt more stuff in here. What are we going to melt today? Apparently nothing. That's fine. Why there is some toasty berry sludge in here? Can't you dupes clean after yourselves? In any case, now we are producing a good amount of diamond. However, I kind of want to see how much diamond we are actually producing. So let's try and observe, because so far what I notice is that these two diamond presses are the only ones that are actually receiving anything. Maybe I went a little bit overboard with this, but we'll see. I mean, it's not the quickest of tasks that our dupes have to perform. It takes their time to do this. However, it is amusing to see the effort that they put into it. Luckily for them, everything else is automated. And luckily for us, this Radbolt receiver thingy is above the heads of our dupes. Otherwise, some headshots would have been... Hey, where is the diamond? Something is not correct in here. The sweeper should be picking up the diamond, no? Yet it is not, because there is a dupe probably on its way to pick it up. And that has just interrupted the auto sweeper from picking it up from the floor. I'm pretty sure that was it, and because the diamond just touches the floor and the dupes immediately go after it, the auto sweeper is not picking it up. That's okay. I think that's due to the high level of priority that I have the drills on. It is unfortunate, but oh well. The dupes had to pick up the diamond anyway. As long as we are producing a good amount of it, that's all that I care. Okay, so another thing that doesn't work, this thingy, this duplicate sensor motion. Unfortunate. However, what I think I'm going to do is, let's see, put you like this. Nope, still unable to detect. But if I put it like this, is not. Can you detect both dupes? Nah. Okay, so I'll have to redo a couple of my things over here, but I'll find a way to make this work, simply because... I mean, it's just more like a beautification project than anything else, but oh well. Let's continue. Closely monitoring the progress of this very valuable material. This bling bling, as we might want to call it. I need all of it. I need all of those 20 carat diamonds to go straight into my drills. Good news is that most of the drills are almost ready to go, because they already had a couple of diamonds in them. At least this one has, for example, let's take a look. 300 diamond, this close to 400. This one is already close to being ready to go, or close to being ready to go. These two as well, close to being ready to go. So in a few diamond pressing operations, we will have all of our fleet flying through space and getting more resources. Now, the most difficult part in here now will be determining which asteroids are actually valuable, given that we no longer can go for the send all of our ships to this asteroid, right? Because we have to wait for it to recharge. I think that 10 tons should be more than enough to justify one rocket going into this asteroid field. But I figure that now is the time that we need to decide which are the valuable asteroids and which are the missions that we are going to send. So, red rockets can pretty much reach every single part of the map and come back, so they will be the ones that we are going to dedicate to the further away missions. They can bring solids and liquids back, so I figured that I'm going to send one over here to get us the uranium ore, which is a good thing. This one would also be nice because we are in need of the obsidian. It is copper, obsidian and iron. This one is totally worth it, so I think I'm going to send two red rocket missions over here, given that we still have the mass for it. The hydrogen rockets, I'm going to send one into this one, as we've seen earlier, because, well, these are good resources to have. And the red rocket and the hydrogen rocket can reach. I then also am going to send another one over here to capture the uranium and bleachstone. But for the red rocket, other places that we could go is, for example, this one. Copper, iron, glass, all useful things. But my small petroleum rockets, of which I have two, I will have to dedicate to mining these sandy mine these sandy ore fields. For example, they have plenty of mass, most of it is garbage, but we can take it. Algae is nice. I mean, they can also come in here, get a little bit of cobalt and some dirt. Because this one is not going to last forever. This one is the one that we are getting the copper, but these sandy ore fields also have copper. Less, but still, it is copper. So these are my new destinations. We'll have to diversify a little bit, otherwise we are going to exhaust the entire solar system in no time. Okay guys, so while we are waiting for our rockets to be ready, we are going to send Nails and Otto back to... what is it? Cargo... yeah, sure. We are going to send them back to Blizzard just to do a couple of extra things. Let's go. The things I want to do, let's switch into that view. First I want to melt that to stop getting the freaking warning. Is really annoying me. Then I just want to finish this delivery system up so we can bring the other rocket and start getting home a bunch of iron. If they hurry up and not... don't... Oh my, what is this? Oh. Oh. This is freezing... water freezing in pipes? That's what it is. Alright, so it's not bad that I am coming back to fix all of this. Otherwise it would be bad. And now I think I understand what happened. Okay, okay, that is fine. I will try to fix this, but truth be told, I am not like investing a lot of time in here. I just want to finish a few things so that we can get more iron, and then I'm going to abandon the rest to its fate. It was a shame, but this doesn't exactly serve the purpose I thought it would. Alright, another rocket ready to go. This one is going to go, let's see, change crew, nope, change destination. We are going to send this one over here. Have I already determined that? Okay. Because it says over there empty space, but I don't trust you, game. Let me try and change the destination. Nope, it says still empty space, okay. But that's where I want to go, the metallic asteroid field. In there we are gonna get a bunch of stuff, everything is ready to go, it's fueled up, it has fuel, let's go! Another rocket ready to go. And that is going to recharge the red bolts in this septic tank, which were running low and was stifling the amount of red bolts that we could generate from that. So here we go, another rocket ascent into the outer space. Let me just check the interior. In here there was a small accident. That's why I kind of want to come in here and make sure that we are going to avoid the same destination. Or the same fate, I mean. Now let's wait a tad bit more. More diamond should be on its way. Okay, so at least the part, the ceiling light is kind of working. I have this blocking the way. Let me see. Is you getting any bonus from that? I don't think that you are. Okay, so change of plans. We are gonna put a window tile in here so that the light can move through. This is really doing everything it can to stifle my efforts in the most ridiculous thing that I decided to build in here. Why can't I have good things? I really need to send some dupes on some missions. The fact that the entire crew stayed in here for so long made that the atmosphere inside of our base very thin. Oh my lord, look at this! This is a complete mess, but it's only happening because, well, um, everybody is back at home. If we start sending them on their merry way, they'll stop breathing this oxygen and everything should go back in order. I don't feel like upgrading our oxygen capacity right now, but is something wrong, Inia? Well, given that we have an excess power and one problem to fix, why not fix it, right? I'm going to build myself another oxygen farm, however, this is going to be one high-tech one. It's still the bell shape, of course, that's the way I like to do my oxygen production. It is large, I know there is smaller, more compact modules, but this one is the one I found works better for me. However, the high-tech part of this build will be the cooling part. Given that we have so much power to waste, I figured why not waste it and send this gas through a cooling loop using something like this. I still have to figure out how to use this space to my advantage, but I'm probably just going to use this area as a steam chamber, right? Something like this. Right, in here we would put a thermal aqua tuner. Let's go into the utilities. And a steam turbine, however, this is probably not going to be possible to build in here because of the tubes. But still, just for... yeah, I can't even build it. But you know the drill. I would cool off a bunch of supercoolant. Then I would use that supercoolant in a chamber to exchange heat with the oxygen, making sure that it remains at a reasonable temperature. So now I just need to figure out how to better use this space to my advantage. You know what, guys? I think this is going to be a long-term project. This is not a project to fix the issue right now. This is a problem to fix the issue forever. And what I mean by that is that we are going to build a really high-tech solution to both our oxygen and temperature problems. I mean, I don't have any temperature problem. The temperature in here is perfectly fine, but what I mean by that is that we are going to have two gas lines, one with cold air and another with hot air. And then we are going to use thermal sensors and pressure sensors to control this system and deliver either cold air to cool off an area or hot air to increase the temperature of said area, so that we can make sure that every single room is exactly at the desired temperature for our dupes. Let's give them the highest amount of comfort that we can. However, while that is being built, it is time for us to select the destination of another rocket. You are gonna go over there. No, into this one. This one has 67 tons of materials. Yep, it is confirmed. The destination has been chosen and the crew has been summoned. Let's take a look on the interior. Everything is set to go, so let's send another rocket into the stars. As we are sending our red rocket, there is another one ready to go, so this one I'm going to choose to go to the the radioactive asteroid. Let's call in the crew. Let's even see if the crew is available to fly. Yep, it is Camille. Is this fueled up? Yep, this rocket is fueled up, ready to go. So after this one is sent, we only have two additional rockets waiting, and this one delivery of diamond will be enough, and this one is almost ready to go as well. And here we are sending another rocket into space. Let's just take a look. This one is done. Everything here, you have your suit off. Yep, I don't even know where your suit is. Oh, it's right there. Everybody's suit off. You know, I have lost my practice a little while ago. It's been so long since we were able to send all of these rockets. But now we can look into our star map and we can see it once again rather busy. And this is the way I like to look at it, to look at it and see it. And so let's just wait a few more moments while these two... Oh, 95 kilos left. That is really nice. Now guys, for the high-tech system, my idea so far is utilizing a huge amount of valves, all of them connected to each other, to guarantee that we have the hot air and cold air distribution. So pretty much this is connecting like so. These two valves are connected into the middle line. This is on this side we have the hot line, on this side we have the cold line, and these valves are going to be controlled using the automation ribbon that we have set up over here. And they are going to switch between them to guarantee that these four pipes are either distributing cold air or hot air. Now this bridge layout over here is a tad bit complicated. Took me a while, but eventually I got it. And I think that I have everything connected correctly, but only once the system is operational will we be able to see. Finally, I got my way. The game tried to stop me several times, but now I have things working as I intended. Isn't that just a great feeling? I mean, the game quite often likes to put every break it can to destroy your plans, but this time I prevailed. It was something superfluous, but still, I like to have my way. Now, the automation will be done in a similar way to the gas shutoffs. We are going to use NOT gates to convert green signals into red signals and red signals into green signals, which is, well, going to control the gas shutoffs themselves. It looks a little bit messy, but truth be told, I like this way much better than the way I did the gas pipes. So, whoa, Bubbles, what happened? Why are you scalded? I didn't get any notification. Oh well, it would appear that Ottawa nails have arrived over here, so let's put them into work. Alright, my friends, so I believe we have achieved our main objective. We are now about to send our two final rockets. I even called Abin. Abi is usually not a pilot for the mining rockets, but this time he's going to be, because I want all of my mining rockets out of this place. So it is time to officially get back to business. Go get me those materials, you apes. You have been in here far too long and now you deserve a print screen. Oh, of course the game had to lag out precisely when I pressed that button. But here we go, guys. We were able to send all of our mining rockets back into space without the first rocket that we sent being even full. We don't have any notification in here saying that it is idle. And that's because the rocket hasn't yet arrived. It is 20 seconds away from its destination. So we were able to send all the rockets... Where are you going? Ah, okay. To send all the rockets on their way. I mean, we were able to refuel all rockets with diamond and send them on their way before the very first even arrived at their destination. Now, obviously there was a couple of diamond left in some of the rockets, but this comes to show that I'm pretty sure that from now on, using this, we'll be able to obtain all the diamond that we need to supply our rockets. And with that done, guys, I think this is going to be all for this episode. We have achieved our objective, and we were able to see if the rad reactor was able to supply all of our rockets. I think that we answered that question now. And now there is another thing that needs to be answered, and that thing is, when should I start a new playthrough? The reason for that is because there is several patches now to which I don't have access to their content, given that this is a older save from the beginning of the major asteroid update. And given that, as you guys are probably aware, the rocket part of this game is my favorite, and there is at least 2 patches of which I am locked out of their content, I've been thinking quite intensely if I should restart a new playthrough. And well, I think this is going to be dependent on the next patch, which is in 4 or 5 days, I can't remember, but it is quite soon. But at the same time, I have close to 210 hours invested into this colony. It would be a shame to put it to rest, but one thing that we can say is the amount of knowledge that we brought from this playthrough. One thing is for sure, I will never again use chlorine as my medium to conserve my food. Even though it's really nice, it's super hard to control. Rad reactor design apart, I'm really happy with this design. However, I would change a few things. If I was going to do it all over again, I would put the diamond presses on this side of the reactor to make it easier for the dupes to access them. I would not build as many of them, and as some of you have suggested, I would probably use myself some naphtha instead of petroleum in this liquid lock, simply because of its insulating properties. But Well guys, I hope that you are excited for a new Oxygen playthrough, because that is closing in on the horizon, and well, with all of that said guys, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. Also, please follow me on Twitter so I can give you updates on the latest videos, and you can be updated every time I go live on Twitch. But with all of that said, this is the Base Manager signing out. Bye bye!